Good evening. My name is Kurt Baker. I've spoken to you several times. And you may find this hard to believe, but many of the people up here have already said a lot of the points I wanted to make. But not wanting to be at a loss for words, I've thought of some others. And the first thing I'd like to say is that I have a hard time believing you. And let me give you an example why. In the November 8th, 2010 superintendent memo, we were told that we had an $11 million fund surplus as of June 30th, 2010. And that at the end of this year, we'd have $5.5 million. And then I found out on June 7th, reading the Times Herald, that we have $10.3 million. The same November superintendent memo said that we would have a deficit of $3.5 million at the end of the 2011 and 12 school year. Well, the Times Herald said that deficit would be $1.3 million, and in your presentation tonight you said $200,000. Mr. Stout said in his comments, and I'm sure he misspoke this, and maybe I didn't hear it right, that we'll begin the 2011-12 school year, that starts in a couple of months, right, with a $17 million deficit. I have a hard time figuring out what you guys are talking about. If this is transparency, don't give me any more of the truth. You know, I've learned to be careful about these numbers because I tried it before and I got burned on it too. At a previous board meeting, a student speaker described our district as dysfunctional. Now, that upset a lot of people. A lot of people got heated. Comments came from a number of folks that they were not pleased to hear that. I'll back off on that. We're not dysfunctional. We're really messed up. And I say that because you're going to take a vote here in a few minutes about what you feel about your people. Don't kid yourself. That's what this thing about suspending the contracts is about. Pick up these kids and take them to school and meet them at the door and fix lunch for them. Clean up after their messes, that help them with their homework, that educate, that push, that inspire them. And you're showing how you appreciate us with this vote. Please keep that in mind. You were on the stage in Northern proclaiming that this was the worst attack. You think I really need that? Not really. No. This was the worst attack on public education that you had ever seen. Now, I know you can rally the troops. I saw you do it with the bond proposal. You were out there pushing that thing and I think you could sell sand to a Bedouin. But when you got up there, I was waiting for the rally saying, this is what we're going to do, and we're not going to stand for this, but there was nothing. Mr. O'Lane, if you don't have an idea, the man's name is Rod Rock. He's a superintendent of Clarkston Community Schools. Call him. Get on board. I want that man running my district because he is a leader.